Hey everyone, today on People Now, Nick Cannon is apologizing for some anti-Semitic remarks that he made. Hear what he's saying. Alex Trebek is giving fans a health update and is teasing some special Jeopardy episodes. We have the sweetest story ever about a 6-year-old who saved his sister from a dog attack. And this caught the attention of some Avengers stars. This will make your day. Charmed and Descendants actress Sarah Jeffery releases her debut single. And does she want a fourth Descendants film? Plus,
Judah's a bad mother. Shut your mouth, Jeremy. I'm gonna tell you.
The Shy star Curtis Cook is talking all about the show and shares the cutest story about meeting Candy Burris on set. And
now take your finger in that color and put it on the inner corner.
Bobby Brown is giving me the perfect summer look with makeup I already own. We are doing it all over video, and honestly, I learned a lot. That and more today on People Now. Let's go. Hey everyone, welcome to People Now. I'm Andrea Boehlke here in Wisconsin. Hope you're having a great Thursday so far. We have some great guests in today's show and a lot to get to. So here's what you need to know and what's trending for your Thursday. Starting with this, Nick Cannon is apologizing for the anti-Semitic remarks that he made during a recent podcast episode. In a Twitter thread on Wednesday evening, Cannon wrote in part, "I extend my deepest and most sincere apologies to my Jewish sisters and brothers for the hurtful and divisive words that came out of my mouth." Cannon went on to say he feels ashamed of the uninformed and naive place that these words came from. He ended the thread, "There is so much I have yet to learn. I have had at least a minor history lesson over the past few days." He promised that this is only the beginning of his education and expressed his gratitude to the rabbis, community leaders, and institutions who reached out to help enlighten him instead of chastising him. On Tuesday, Viacom-CBS severed ties with Cannon over his remarks, while Fox said in a statement on Wednesday that Cannon will remain the host of its popular competition series, The Masked Singer. That statement said in part, "When we were made aware of Nick Cannon's interview with Richard Griffin on YouTube, we immediately began a dialogue with Nick. He is clear and remorseful that his words were wrong and lacked both understanding and context and inadvertently promoted hate." Cannon's latest statement comes after he called Viacom-CBS deceptive in a lengthy Facebook post early Wednesday morning, calling out the company's alleged treatment of him and saying that he was, quote, "disappointed that Viacom does not understand or respect the power of the Black community." A spokesperson for Viacom-CBS made their own statement on Tuesday, saying the company is, quote, "deeply troubled that Nick has failed to acknowledge or apologize for perpetuating anti-Semitism," before going on to confirm that they would be terminating their relationship with him. The spokesperson added that Viacom-CBS is committed to doing better in our response to incidents of anti-Semitism, racism, and bigotry. Alex Trebek is giving fans a health update amid his battle with pancreatic cancer. In a short clip posted to YouTube by Eyewitness News ABC7 New York, the Jeopardy host says he is, quote, "doing well." He also tells fans how his treatment is going and what he's been up to during the break from studio. Take a look.
I've been continuing my treatment, and it is paying off, though it does fatigue me a great deal. My numbers are good. I'm feeling great. In fact, during the break from the studio, I even wrote a book that will be coming out July 21st.
He added that he had a message for his fans, saying he wishes they stay safe. Trebek also says he can't wait to return to the studio and start recording episodes for the new season of Jeopardy in September, but revealed that in the meantime, he has been recording show openings from home for a few special episodes later in July. Jeopardy will take a walk down memory lane by airing some favorite episodes at that time, including the first episode that Trebek ever hosted. Trebek was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer last year and has been very public about his treatment, regularly giving his fans health updates just like this one. And we are so happy to hear that he is doing well. Not all heroes wear capes. 6-year-old Bridger Walker from Wyoming caught the attention of a few Avengers stars after he saved his 4-year-old sister from a dog attack. This story is absolutely incredible. So just a warning here, some photos are hard to look at. According to Bridger's family, he underwent 2 hours of surgery and more than 90 stitches. Actress Anne Hathaway heard about his heroic act and posted the story on her Instagram. She wrote in part, "I'm not an Avenger, but I know a superhero when I see one. Hey, Mark Ruffalo, do you need a teammate?" Ruffalo, aka The Hulk, commented on the boy's aunt's Instagram and he said, quote, "I wanted to reach out to say this. People who put the well-beings of others in front of themselves are the most heroic and thoughtful people I know. I truly respect and admire your courage and your heart." I love that. But it was Captain America himself who really made Bridger's day. Take a look.
Hey, Bridger. Captain America here. How you doing, buddy? Pal, you're a hero. What you did was so brave so selfless. Your sister is so lucky to have you as a big brother. Your parents must be so proud of you. Keep being the man you are. We need people like you. Hang in there. I know recovery might be tough, but based on what I've seen, I don't think there's much that can slow you down. Bye, buddy.
Evans also told Bridger he will be sending him an authentic Captain America shield. Check out this sweet reaction from his sister and his family.
What do you think, kiddo?
I thought it was awesome.
How do you feel about that shield?
Good.
He's gonna send you an official, real Captain America shield. What? Gonna hang it on your wall? We gonna attack bad guys?
Take it wherever you go.
Take it wherever you go.
I don't think that's a good idea.
This is just the sweetest story ever. Obviously, there's a lot of bad news going on in the world right now, but this is truly heartwarming. We are wishing Bridger a speedy recovery. All right, stay with us. We are chatting with the Shy star Curtis Cook about the series' latest season. Plus, looking for that perfect summer glow? Makeup artist Bobbi Brown's got you covered, and she's sharing her tips on how to use makeup you might already own. Sarah Jeffery has debuted her new single, Even the Stars. This is the first song for the Charmed and Descendants actress that isn't tied to a movie project. Here's a quick listen. I don't need you to tell me it'll be okay. Even the Stars has a powerful message, and Sarah shared with me what it means to her and why she thinks it's so relevant today.
When I heard this song for the first time, I was like, I feel like it's a perfect debut single. It's catchy, it's fun, but also I love the message behind it. I always say that there are peaks and valleys for a reason. You know, like you have to have dark times to really appreciate the light. And I feel like that's really what this song is saying. And I feel like it's very appropriate for the time we're in. And hopefully just provide some sort of comfort to some people.
Sarah is already excited to release new music, and she teased what those new tracks might sound like.
I think we had some plans in the making, but obviously COVID put some things at bay. The plan is definitely to release more music. I have some things recorded. We've got some things up our sleeves, so I'm not entirely sure when it'll be released, but I think people can definitely expect some more songs and hopefully an album eventually in the future.
Yeah, if you had to give a little teaser of what kind of music fans would expect in the future, what would it be? Like, are you thinking something upbeat, maybe a love song? I mean, I've seen your Instagram. Seems like you are very much in love with your cute boyfriend. You two are so cute. Like, would we expect maybe a love song coming up?
Yes, you can actually. I think a mix of everything. Pop music I've been drawn to it. And for me, I want to do like pop with an edge, hopefully is my goal. You know, it's interesting. It takes time to develop your sound. So I'm curious myself to see where everything goes. But yeah, definitely expect a little ballad. Hopefully comes out soon.
With Sarah's music career kicking off, I wanted to know who she would want to collaborate with.
It's such a hard question because I just love so many different artists, but I was just saying I think it would be awesome to work with J-Lo again because I played her daughter on this show called Shades of Blue, and so I've worked with her in film and television, but in music would also be amazing because she just does everything so well. She's just like, you know, obviously iconic and so talented, so that would be really cool.
Sarah stars as Maggie on the CW series Charmed. It was announced back in March that the show's production will be put on hold due to the coronavirus pandemic. Sarah gave me some insight into when shooting may resume.
We are not totally certain, but the goal is to shoot as soon as we can with safety in mind. So I know it's hard because some cast is in the UK and some cast is in the States. So it's always like evolving. I feel like we think things are going to open up and then they close back down, and we'll see. Hopefully sooner than later, before the end of the year, I'm sure.
Well, when filming does start again, what are you looking forward to the most when it comes to your character and the new season?
I think just doing what I love, really. Like, it's been a lot of downtime for me, which I'm not totally used to, which is great, and I'm fortunate for that in a lot of ways, just getting to do the things that I normally don't have time to do. But I really miss just acting. I miss being on camera. I miss my cast and crew. I know it's going to be a little strange. We're probably going to have to like be distanced, but yeah, I'm just excited to get back to it in general.
Sarah is most notably known for her role as Audrey on the Disney Channel film franchise Descendants. The third Descendants movie premiered just last year. I asked Sarah if she thinks there could ever be a fourth installment.
Honestly, I think anything's possible. I don't know whether there will be one. I don't know like what the storyline would be. I don't know if it'd be like the same cast or whatever. I don't know if they plan on doing one, but I would love it. I mean, I'm like, that cast is my family. And I think I would hope that Audrey, like, she's just like good now because she obviously was the villain in the third one, one of the villains in the third one. And I just want her to do better. I just want her to be better and be friends with everyone. I think that would be great.
If the entire Descendants cast were to reprise their roles for a fourth movie, there would be one familiar face missing. Just last summer, the cast lost their friend and Descendants co-star Cameron Boyce. Sarah shared with me how she keeps his memory alive each day.
It's not hard. It's like, I feel like I see him in everything I do, and he's one of those people that you really, if you knew him, you were very, very lucky because he just has this like, this enigmatic, very singular quality to him. And so whether it's, you know, a song that I hear or I have pictures, you know, framed in my room, or just reflecting on the memories, it's really not hard to keep his spirit alive. He's like, I feel like he's everywhere.
Very sweet and really wonderful to hear from her and get her perspective on everything. Everyone be sure to check out Sarah's new song, Even the Stars. It's out now.
HBO's new documentary, Showbiz Kids, features former child stars who reveal what it was really like to be famous by 5th grade.
And in the latest issue of People, the doc's director, Alex Winter, a former child star himself, admits that it was a dream come true when he landed his first Broadway role at 13 in the revival of The King and I. In 2018, he spoke out about being sexually abused during his time on Broadway. He shares that it caused him a lot of problems as he got older.
Winter's now in a good place and is grateful for that. He says, I had to stop and heal, but the positive memories, I wouldn't trade those for anything.
In Winter's doc, Evan Rachel Wood opens up about her life as a child star, and how she dealt with the pressure to be perfect, constant rejection, and her difficulty with emotional growth. Wood was first discovered at 5 years old while auditioning for the 1994 film Interview with a Vampire. She would go on to win praise for her role as a troubled teen in the 2003 film 13.
But the Westworld star calls child stardom dangerous. She says, quote, I think acting is an amazing outlet and a form of expression for kids, but I don't think children should have careers. The second a child is a commodity or moneymaker that can easily be taken advantage of.
Actor Todd Bridges also shares his experience as a child star. He started acting at 5, and at 13 he became a TV favorite playing Willis on the sitcom Different Strokes. Bridges admits that he's been disappointed that life isn't fair after he went public about being molested by a publicist when he was 11.
Bridges reveals to People that black actors are not playing on the same level as white actors, and that if you're not white and you make a mistake, you're going to have a problem. That was his quote. And now Bridges says that he practices forgiveness because anger doesn't work.
For more from former child stars featured in Showbiz Kids, check out the latest issue of People, available on Friday.
Oh my goodness, man. I am talking to people now and I'm talking to Jeremy. What? I'm having a great
All right, yeah, I'm sure he was really pumped about it. Curtis Cook, the smooth talker, and he is back as Duda in season 3 of Showtime's The Chi. It's a coming-of-age story centered on a group of residents in Southside Chicago. Really intense, really timely. We had a great talk about the series, but I first asked Cook to share his thoughts on the protests around the country and what his hopes are for the future. Watch.
I say it's about time, right, Jeremy?
Absolutely.
It's about time that now that the country and almost the world is waking up to things that should have been done hundreds of years ago. So I'm so proud of the young folk that are out there marching, talking, and making their voices heard. It embarrassed me in some ways. I was like, why wasn't I that forceful at that age? You know, like in my 20s and my 30s. But I am so excited about what could happen. But, you know, I respectfully excited because, like you said before, we've been in situations like this before where we've been at the door and it seems like everything was about to open up and things were about to happen. And then all of a sudden that door, you know, figurative door, was shut in our faces again, our being Black folks in general. So I'm sorry that it took a pandemic, 8-minute and 46-second video, and all these other catastrophes to make us wake up. But at the end of that, I am so excited that it is starting to break open.
Yeah. And look, the show is set in the South Side of Chicago, hits on a lot of themes that are relevant to the Black experience in the city. What's the message that you hope fans take away from the show?
We are the same. We are all the same because it delves into these people's lives on the South Side of Chicago, like you said, and they're just living their lives, and they're three-dimensional. And so sometimes when you see yourself and you have that empathy, you realize, why am I tripping? Why am I acting like this to these other folk, with these people who don't look like me?
Right.
Because now you have a little slice of their life, you know what I mean? You're getting to see inside of that window.
Use your own cards if you got them. Take the delivery trucks if you don't. Our campaign will show everyone crisis ain't nothing but an opportunity for us to come together as a community. That's what I'm about. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's do this. All right.
Heroic, compassionate, dependable. That'll make for a great story.
I trust you'll get me on the front page.
I got you.
You've said that you really like your character as far as like the complexities, what's motivating him, why he's doing what he's doing. It's not just sort of like, oh, here's a bad guy, or here's someone that's doing something wrong or needs to fix things. There's a little more complexity in that way, right?
Yes, most definitely. And dude is a bad mother. Shut your mouth, Jeremy. I'm gonna say that.
He is.
Right, he's one of those dudes that I wouldn't really want to have dinner with because, you never know how it's going to end. But his determination, he was one of those dudes that, you know what, he said at a very young age that if I'm not going to get invited to the table, you know what, I'm going to build my own damn table. You know what I mean? I'm going to do this for myself. And somebody with that type of focus and that type of tenacity, I mean, you have to admire them, right? Mm-hmm. You have to really kind of say, not to say that everything he does is on the good side of things.
Let me just say this, at People Now, we are huge fans of the Real Housewives. In season 3, Kandi Burruss is playing your wife, and I hear that you impressed her with your singing skills before she was even on the show.
Okay. See, you're going to get me in trouble because Jeremy ain't impressed nobody with no singing skills.
Oh, really?
I don't know if she was impressed what I'm saying. So what I was doing while I was in there, so our trailers were close together, and we get there really early in the morning. When I came up, I didn't see anybody in the other trailers. I'm like, oh, cool. And I turned my music on loud, it's early, I'm trying to get myself revved up, and I'm in there and I'm singing at the top of my voice, and I'm just hitting these notes, almost hitting these notes. Okay, not hitting the notes, but I'm singing.
You're hitting some notes.
I'm hitting
maybe not the right notes, but yeah.
Every note, Jeremy. I'm hitting every note at the same time. And so I'm singing and I'm hitting it and I'm in there, and then I walk out the trailer. I'm going to hair and makeup, and who's sitting in hair and makeup is Kandi. And I'm like, hey, what's up, Kandi? She's like, oh, that concert you gave me was nice.
So impressed, she heard it, is what happened. We'll find ways to interpret what she thought, but
she heard it.
Hey, talk to me about working with her, though. What'd you think?
Man, I like her, man. I mean, I wasn't a Real Housewives watcher.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it really hits my demographic. I don't know, maybe it does, but I haven't seen it. So how can I say? But I do know all of her songs. You know what I mean? I grew up, I was an adult, but I love, I don't want no stress. Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
You have to pay for that? You have to pay for that now?
Yeah, right. That's right. Don't worry, that's not going to make it in too much.
That is not making it in, Chris. Don't worry.
Yeah. By the way, you've got another exciting big project coming up, the Steven Spielberg directed West Side Story film. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And I hear that Spielberg was like, hey, I like your character. I like your work. I've been seeing what you're doing. And I mean, I can imagine as an actor, that would just be mind-blowing.
So
what did he say to you?
So we're on the set of the movie you're talking about is West Side Story, of course. It was directed by the Steven Spielberg, and we get there his first day on set, and I walk over to him, and he's like, "Hey, Curtis, how are you?" Whatever. I'm like, "Hey, Mr. Spielberg, how are you?" He's like, "Don't call me Spielberg." He said, "Steven, what are you talking about?" I'm like, "Hey, cool, man." He's like, "By the way, I love your character Dudo on The Shy," and I'm like, "Really? Steven, you're watching The Shy?" He's like, "Yeah, I am. I really am." Then he starts to go through all of my character arc of season 2, and I'm like, oh,
like he really did know, yeah.
He really knew, right? And I'm like, this is oh, I want to curse on that, but it was amazing. And so, so during that day, we're going through the scenes and we're going whatever, and he's like, you know what? Just go ahead and live, Curtis. I know you have it in there, and just go ahead and play the way that you would play. And I'm like, are you kidding me? This is the master.
That's incredible. Yeah. How'd that part come up? How did the project kind of land with you?
I mean, it was through a lot of the natural channels, but at the end of it, they called and they said, Steven Spielberg really loves Curtis, and if he wants to play this role, that would be great. And sure enough, a couple of days later, I'm getting a call and I'm like, hey, and it's like, hey, so I heard you are interested in doing this part with me. And I'm like, yes, it would be great. I would love to do this part. He's like, hey, we're welcome. We'll come aboard. We're welcome to have you. And I'm like, okay, yeah. I'll talk to you later. Okay. I mean, bye.
So your character is Abe, right?
Right.
And so Abe's a new character. What can you tease about that? What do we need to know?
The thing I say about Abe in general is that, in 1957 in New York City, there were a lot of black folk walking around. And in the first incarnation of West Side Story, we didn't see so many black people walking around. Right. So, hey, it is what it is. But in this one, there is that facet, and Abe, so I'm trying to be very careful here, Jeremy, not to get myself in trouble. Okay. So Abe, what he does in the movie, the turn of events that he starts makes so much sense that when you see it, you're gonna be like, why wasn't that there before? Why wasn't this character there before? And it's a powerful moment. It's powerful.
I can't wait. That's incredible. And I can tell you're excited about it, and it makes me more excited. Well, man, it's really great to talk to you, Curtis. Thank you so much for taking some time today.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it a lot.
And guys, of course, you can check out The Chi Sundays, 9 p.m. Eastern on Showtime.
World-renowned makeup artist Bobbi Brown has been continuing to build her brand while working from home. And since I've been doing a lot of my own makeup lately, she helped me create the perfect summer look using what I already own. I have some of this. I have some of this.
Okay.
I have a little more shimmery stuff.
Okay.
Nice. I just have some highlighter.
Okay.
And some mascara. I have to be honest with you, I don't have a lot of makeup. Now that I'm doing it myself, I just do a little eyeshadow and mascara. I don't know, but maybe you can help me out with some tips.
Yeah, well, first of all, that's really all you need. And if you bring up the sparkle shadows, the 3 sparkles, now I would take the first one with the lightest pink one, that one, and I would use a bigger brush. Do you have a fatter brush to put on your eyelid? If not, you're gonna use your fingers.
Okay, I'm gonna have to use my fingers,
yeah. Use your fingers. All right, and put it on your lower lid.
Have you been doing this a lot? Have you been helping people over Zoom?
I have. I've been doing a lot of Instagram Live makeup lessons. Now, take your finger in that color and put it on the inner corner, and look up, like underneath on the inner corner. This is what we do at fashion shows, and it's really fun. Just on the inside of the eye, right there. It just kind of lights up, which is nice. Just a little. Now, I also noticed show me the colors again. The middle one. Do you have a blush brush by chance?
I have this.
Okay, put a little bit of that on your cheek, but high, like on the cheekbone high. Yeah, like right up there.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's really pretty. Yeah, really pretty.
Okay.
Yeah, that looks really pretty. Okay. So you have an eyeliner brush, right?
I have, yeah.
Put it, don't do the side of the brush, do the tip of the brush,
Okay.
Do that, and then blow or tap excess off so it doesn't flake on your face. All right, and start at the outside and just follow your line all the way in.
Oh, wow.
And you can also dampen the brush if you want to make it a denser.
Okay. These are great tips. I've always gone inside out.
Yeah, I go outside in because you want it less close to the lashes and you want it heavier on the outside.
What's your one must-have if you only have one item?
Well, I am very much about blush. I love blush. So I've got a bunch of pinky blushes here. I don't know if you have any blushes with you right now.
But don't.
Oh my God. Honestly, you would look so pretty in these kind of pinky colors. So you're not a blush wearer?
No, I think because I'm always afraid to do too much.
Well, you don't need a lot. The key for blush is to not have to blend it. So you actually should use a color that looks natural on your cheek, that just goes very sheer. This is really sheer, and I'm just dying to do that to you.
I know. I wish you were here to actually do it. Through the screen. I think this looks really good, though.
It does. It looks really pretty. And then what do you have for lips?
For lips, I just have a little pinky. Like a little
Yeah,
pink.
yeah, really pretty.
Okay.
It's a little flat. Do you have any gloss? And if not, just get that first palette out with the shimmer.
Yeah.
Just add a little bit of the middle color on top of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, just to give it a little
Oh,
light.
wow.
Because it looked a little flat. Let me see. Yeah. That's gorgeous.
And then a little mascara?
Yes, definitely mascara. Yeah, beautiful.
Amazing. That's
really
I see
pretty.
a big change from when I started.
Yeah.
And now. Bobby and I also talked about the importance of taking care of your skin. And don't worry, Bobby has a few supplements to help with that. Her Evolution 18 line has everything from extra bursts of hydration to tablets to help with collagen. She explained to me her best advice for keeping your skin looking fabulous.
Well, first of all, I don't even believe I have to say this, but anyone that smokes has to stop smoking. Nothing ever good happens there. And you've got to make sure that your skin is hydrated, drinking enough water, wearing moisturizer, of course, wearing sunscreen. You don't realize every time you're outside, you need sunscreen. So make sure you have a sunscreen. And just taking care of your skin, it's about health and wellness. So eating more vegetables. My products are supplements to a good diet. So try to improve your diet, eat really good vegetables, drink water, eat fruit. The enzymes in fruit is amazing. And keep your food as clean as possible.
All right, coming up tomorrow, we're chatting with Kat Dennings. She's leading the audio adaptation of the graphic novel series, The Sandman. So cool. We'll hear more about that. Plus, Dakota Fanning, Luke Evans, and Daniel Bruhl are telling us all about season 2 of The Alienist. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and healthy out there. We'll see you back here tomorrow.